Hi, welcome back to the Mini Machine Shop. I'm Dave. Just give you a little bit of an update on what's been going on here. What do we got? The heat wave is finally over. Garage door is open. Air conditioning's off. I'm loving this. Beautiful weather. Just like San Diego should be. Lathe is still down, and I finally just decided to go to the little machine shop for $140. I ordered this morning the replacement board, another motor controller, so hopefully that gets here real soon. I'm kind of like bored without my lathe. I got nothing to do. And that's dangerous because then I wind up on Amazon buying stuff. Knobs came in. I've got the two missing knobs for the Greshner, and they're bigger and nicer. The old knobs, well, I guess 87 years ago, the front's kind of a crimp-on shell, whereas the new knobs are larger and they're one piece and they are shiny and really nice. So I think I'm going to order all the knobs at $4 a piece. It's going to run me about $150 to replace all the knobs. So, ordered radius gauges off Amazon, $12 each. And I know they're imports, and the picture that you kind of see of it on Amazon is what you get. They were soaked in oil, so I've already greased this guy. It wasn't even grease, it's more like motor oil was on it. But they're nice gauges, you know, I can accept it. The outside pieces look like galvanized plate somehow. The inside ones, though, are really nice gauges, and after you degrease them, you can fan them and move them really easy. So these are good, $12 each. I don't mind that. This one's 32nd to a quarter, and this guy is a quarter up to a ½ inch, and you get both. You get the inside radius, and I don't know. Now I'm pushing it the wrong way, and the outside. So you get both sets. Get up there. Yep, there they are. So that's a nice addition. And also, you know, speaking about the Greshner, if you go on their website and you want the green felt, they will ship it to you. It's not cheap, but they will ship you, they said 3 yards for, I think it was $40 or something. So when I went to the fabric store, I bought 3 yards of it. That's way too much. I've got a huge pile still back there. So I had to order, I think it's $12, you get 100 X-Acto blades. Because I'm putting felt in every drawer, every place here, and I still have a pile. But these are nice blades. They're not X-Actos, they're still number 11s, and they have a round point, but boy, they cut a lot better than the X-Actos did. So that came, that was a good buy. Also on the Amazon site, I had ordered thread gauges from Mitutoyo. They were like $25, $26. And I figured with Mitutoyo, this has got to be really good. No, it's in a box, it's going back. I'm waiting for UPS to pick it up now. So what else did I have here? That's about it. So what I do is I'm going to show you a score that I got on Craigslist, which I thought was pretty good. So that will be the next thing I show. Alright, here we are. Like I said, Craigslist is pretty nice. A lot of times I just keep searching on Craigslist for specific things, and you can never find them. So what I think you do is you just save your money until a machinist retires, and then you go and clean him out. So I went to this guy's house. I guess he was a tool maker. The last place he was working was HP. First thing I picked up was this guy. Why? Because it says Starrett on it. I don't have anything that says Starrett, and I've been looking at him. I know on Amazon this is $21. So I started a pile. I picked that up and put it in the pile. What did I get next? Oh yeah, I was asking him originally for end mills. So this was a nice high-speed steel one, and I figured, yeah, it's a good size. So let me put that in the pile. And then on top of his rollaway, it had corner rounders. 1, 2, 3. So I figured, yeah, I've got 2 different sizes. So this would kind of really give me a complete set of corner rounding. So I had put that in the pile also. And then I saw this guy, another spotting drill, and this was a rather large one. So I figured, yeah, what the heck, let me pick that up. I don't know, all it does is it just says NY, which, what, New York? And this is a number 4. So, points were all good, looked sharp, put it in the pile. And right next to it was a countersink. And I figured, yeah, I don't have anything that looks like this. This was like 3 flute. Looked pretty good, nice and sharp. So let me put that in the pile. And then he comes out and shows me a whole bunch of them. But I had asked him for a surface gauge since mine is not flat. And so he came out with this in a box. And it was just all disassembled. I've already put it together here playing and putzing with it. Doesn't have anybody's name on it though. So it looks, you know, it's really nice and quality. And I said, you better be flat. And he goes, yeah, I deal in tenths all the time. So yeah, everything is like really perfect. And this is nice and sharp compared to the other one. Oh, I was hurting myself putting it together. But no name, nothing on the box, nothing anywhere. I've already put it on the granite plate. And yeah, it's flat. And I love this part too. This is really fine compared to the other one. I was trying to figure out what thread it was since I made my own screw testers, and that doesn't fit anything, so I can't tell you if it's metric or American or what. But I'm really glad to have that. And this was also in the box, so I don't understand what that is. And the washer, oh yeah, he had this rod was in it. I don't think that came with it though. And in the box was also a short rod for it. So this is what I'm sure came with it. So I was thrilled to finally get a flat surface gauge. So I had thrown that in the pile. At this point I was kind of getting nervous because I didn't know how much he wanted. He had sent me an email. We went back and forth on emails because I was saying, hey, you have a 1/2-inch carbide 4-flute end mill, and he'd come back, no, and I'd ask this and that. And then he finally sent me an email and he says, you know, why don't you just come on over here and take a look at everything for yourself and see what you want. So I did, and oh yeah, he had brought out V-blocks. And I'm looking at this going, okay, stare it. This has got to be expensive. So he put it in my pile. Like, okay, this could be getting really expensive. This one, I don't know what happened to. I kind of tried to wipe it down a bit, but it looks like since it's got discolored and blues and stuff, that this saw some heat at some point in time. So I don't know what happened with that, but one of them was absolutely perfect and the other. Then he knew I was looking for test indicators, and he brought out a bunch of them to show me. I go, no, I've got that. But I said, do you have any one of them that's, you know, what's your best sensitive one? And he brought this out. It's like, okay, yeah, this is what costs a lot of money. This is a $185 test indicator, and each division is half of a tenth of a thousandth. So from 0 to 1, that's 1/1000th, and you just barely touch this thing and it flies around. So this is going to be kind of fun to play with, especially when you're looking at run out. Oof, I'm going to be able to see it really move. Okay, I've got 2/1000th movement. So this would be fun. I kind of like this. It's a brown and sharp. I looked up the model and said, yeah, it's $185. I think, okay. So what? Oh, yeah, I said how much, and he said for that, he goes, this is like $400, and I didn't know. But he goes, I want $60. All right, I'll give you $60 for it. So I put it in the pile. What else then? Then there was another guy there, I guess a buddy of his, who brought over a wheel cart or whatever with a whole bunch of end mills, and I was looking at this going, oh, that looks nice. How much you want for that? And he goes, $5. I said, okay, here, I hand him a $5 bill. So it's a really nice high-speed steel 3-flute. I love the spiral on this guy. So this would be fun to play with. And I know these are all, these are not imports. I don't even recognize the company. I tried to Google it, but I came back with nothing. It's like Cobello or something. I don't know. So I bought that from him. And then he brought out this set. He goes, hey, how about a set of boring tools, Criterion? I said, well, how much you want for all this so far? Because I don't know whether it's getting expensive. He goes, give me $100 for everything. I'm like, okay. And then how much you want for this? He goes, $20. I don't know how much it's worth. I know this, when I Googled the number that's on this thing, it came back, it's got the boring head and the whole thing is $400. But I was looking at it before agreeing, going, you know, this is a really nice set. These things are really sharp. They're gorgeous looking. So I've made holders for all the other stuff. That is even a tight fit. And this is mahogany. Like, okay, this has got to be nice. So, all right, 20 bucks. So 120 bucks, I got all that, and then we were talking and stuff, and he was saying, well, here, why don't you just take all of them? Okay, fine. So he threw it in the pile. And so I got a whole set of bevelers. I don't know what I'm going to do with something that big. That's a ½ inch right here. So, geez, this is nuts. And then he also threw in a solid carbide ball driver. And I've already put this in the end mill, and a mini mill does not like a ½ inch ball driver. The entire machine shakes big time. So I'm not sure what I'm going to do with that. And then he was also talking about, hey, since you do micro stuff, you ever play with this particular drill bit? This is a really weirdest thing. I forgot what he called them, but it says micro carbide tool rock hard drill. And it's not really a drill, but it's almost like a reamer with just one, right? Just one cut, yeah. It's just one cutting edge. And I already ran it into a piece of aluminum just to play with it. It makes a beautiful hole. But he said you use this when you have tough, I brought it out because I said the Gershoner, one of the screws broke off in the drawer when I was unscrewing the knob. And he goes, yeah, use this, it'll take it right out. You can put a hole in it, and then you can put an easy out in there or something like that. So this is kind of my score for the day, I think. $120, and I kind of Googled and added all this stuff. This is well over $700 worth of stuff here. So I'm kind of happy here, and I'll put all of this stuff to good use. So enjoy.